Well, special collections, of course, have a special importance now. Most general material, books for example, or periodical articles, are very, very commonly available. Maybe not cheaply, but everybody can get access to them somehow. A special collection, a unique or distinctive collection, is different. You have it, maybe other people don't. And that makes them even more important, that you actually make sure they have exposure. So making special collections visible to the world is even more important than making all your other collections available.
Special collections are, I suppose, an area where we need shop windows. We need something on the internet that attracts people to come to our institutions, both staff and students. So, for example, at the moment we've acquired a major special collection from the public library, 14,000 rare books which have never been catalogued properly, and we have a new chair in the university which will be linked to these collections. We're having visiting lecturers coming in, such as Robert Darnton from Harvard, and we've managed to get external funding to start to catalogue them properly, and that then will be linked to digitising key features of them, creating links to interviews with researchers about them, and making a much richer experience, I suppose, for people, so that they are then attracted to come and see the originals.
I think in the case of special collections, you're talking about material which is large, unique and rare, and which can be very difficult to, I think the word is surface, for users, either because of the complexity of it or because of the nature of the material itself. And it is an area where I think libraries and archives have a particular interest in this very wide audience. You can never quite tell who might be most interested in an area within special collections. So there is a lot of material that is hidden from general view through special collections activity, not because people in special collections have ever wanted to hide it, but because maybe the technological options and this sense of a sort of collaborative arrangement hasn't necessarily been as developed as they could. Now there are some good examples of that. For example, the Archives Hub has been a very good front door to understanding at collection level what may be available. But I think the sort of discovery approach allows the idea of more consistent metadata and perhaps a stronger ability to correlate material in different archives, and I think that's what's exciting about that.
I mean, one of the things that's particularly growing with us at the moment is digital humanities. Great interest in, there's a lot going on, but a lot of our academics at the moment partner with organisations elsewhere. And so we're beginning to sort of identify the internal synergies, and a lot of the special collections sit at the heart of some of the work that those academics are wanting to pursue or to research on. So we're actually, it's the library as catalyst for that sort of work is really very exciting at the moment.
So I think one of the things that libraries will do in this brave new world is to spend more time actually on their special collections material, digitising it, cataloguing it. If it's archival material, cataloguing down to item level, that's quite a big ask. If you've got a collection with many thousands of items in it, that's not an inconsiderable request for the library to develop a metadata schema that will go down to item level. But in a digital world, if you make that material available with that rich level of description down to item level, you are enriching the researcher's view of the world and enabling students who are doing first degrees to use digital material and put together compendiums of material which in a paper world they wouldn't be able to do because they wouldn't have access to the material. So it empowers the learner and it empowers the researcher, and with special collections, libraries have a really big role to play in making that happen.
Cambridge is just about to launch its digital library, and the first collection that it's going to make available is our Newton papers, and Cambridge is very strong in its scientific collections, and this for us is an opportunity for the first time to be able to put that collection on a global platform. We're not going to know who our users are which is intriguing for us, because not only will we be making it available to scholars and providing a platform on which they will be able to interact, but equally we will be relying on others, ordinary man or woman on the street, to crowdsource, to make suggestions around that collection, so that it will be, as I said, a world resource. But what's critical to this is that we are also working in partnership. At the same time, the University of Sussex were working on some of Newton's papers, and they were annotating them because they're not the easiest to read. And they have done this, and we've been able to join this together. And it means, therefore, that people can see the original. Beside it, they can actually read what it was saying. We're then going to develop a mechanism by which scholars and others who are interacting, we will preserve that as well. It's such an exciting opportunity, because just as Cambridge has been collecting and preserving in a printed environment, so we shall be doing so in an e-environment. It is our responsibility to do so. How otherwise are we going to know who are the Darwins, who are the Newtons of today?